This week's episode of Steve's Outdoor Adventures takes us to Canada's Yukon territory to hunt Dall sheep with Burris Optics Vice President Pat Beckett and show host Steve West. We're hunting big rams on top of the world on another exciting episode of Steve's Outdoor Adventures.
I'm Steve West, professional hunting consultant, and these are my adventures.
Steve's Outdoor Adventures is brought to you by Stormcloth 2, Scope Coat, Corbon Ammunition, Global Outdoor Gear, Kershaw Knives, Mossy Oak, Montana Decoy Company, Tillamook Country Smoker, Exterminator, DirecTV, Burris Optics, and the new Eliminator Laser Scope.
North America is home to 4 different species of sheep: the Dall sheep, Rocky Mountain Bighorn, the Stone sheep, and the Desert Bighorn. Now, unfortunately, the hunts for the Rocky Mountain Bighorn, Stone sheep, and Desert Bighorns are so expensive and the tags are so scarce that very few hunters will ever get a chance to experience these hunts. However, a Dall sheep hunt is much more affordable and tags are a lot easier to get, making it the most hunted species of sheep in all of North America. Dall sheep inhabit the mountain ranges throughout Alaska, as well as the Northwest and Yukon territories of Canada. And in recent years, due to greater hunting pressure, we've seen a decline in the success rates of the sheep hunters that are traveling to Alaska. However, the Dall sheep hunting in the Northwest and Yukon territories of Canada has remained exceptional, and it seems to be getting better every year. Now, unlike Alaska, the Canadian territories have almost non-existent resident hunting pressure, and the outfitters have exclusive guide use territories. Now, this means the outfitter can regulate the harvest and manage the wildlife, which in turn produces a better hunt for their clients, both in terms of success rates and trophy quality. This year I chose to travel to the Yukon territories for my personal Dall sheep hunt. I like hunting from horseback, but my main reason for choosing this area was its high population of sheep and the trophy quality of the rams. Now, I'm going to be joined by my good friend Pat Beckett, who just happens to be the vice president of our sponsor Burris Optics, the makers of the new Eliminator laser rangefinding scope. Pat had never hunted sheep before, and I thought the Yukon would provide him with an excellent chance at harvesting his very first Dall sheep. We will be guided by sheep hunting legend Danny Moore. Now, at the time of our hunt, Danny had guided hunters to 197 sheep kills, and Pat and I were hoping to add 2 more notches on Danny's belt. What we're doing here, we're unloading all of our gear, getting ready for the float plane to come pick us up, take us to the base camp. Got it all?
Yep, that's everything.
You weren't supposed to beat me at all of it. Especially on the edge of a lake somewhere. Black bags.
After the break, Pat and Steve arrive in base camp and the quest for big rams begins. We'll be right back.
A new age of modern scope technology has arrived. Burris Optics presents the Eliminator. The Eliminator incorporates laser range finding technology with automatic bullet drop compensation calibrated to your rifle and bullet combination. Burris Optics, leading the way in modern scope technology. Burris's new Eliminator rifle scope, changing rifle scopes forever. Just range them and eliminate them.
You've all been there. In the woods with a scope that's been bumped off zero, damaged, or a lens full of mud, rain, or snow. Next time you go in the field, protect your rifle scope with the inexpensive Scope Coat. Its durable neoprene design provides much needed protection for your valuable optics. Go to the website address on the screen to get more information on Scope Coat and their other great products, and register to win one of over 500 free Steve's Outdoor Adventures DVDs to be given away this year.
The 2010 Ultimate Television Gear Giveaway. Popular outerwear company Stormcloth will be doing monthly drawings for free gear, and one lucky winner will be drawn for an all-expenses-paid guided elk hunt to be filmed for the Steve's Outdoor Adventures television series. To enter, go to the website address shown on the screen and fill out a simple online form. And remember to ask for Stormcloth at your favorite sporting goods retailer.
This could be you right here with me next year hunting big bulls. Go online and enter to win today. Whenever I go on one of my extreme hunting adventures, I take along my favorite jerky snacks, and I always choose Tillamook Country Smoker. While other jerky manufacturers are outsourcing their jobs to South America, Tillamook Country Smoker has been and always will be made in America. So next time you go to buy a bag of jerky, look on the back and see where it was processed. Then look for the Tillamook Smoker brand and buy American.
You pass it to me.
You'll pass it to me. We'll start a little chain.
I'll pass it to Billy, and Billy can pass it on.
Now, one mistake that hunters often make when arriving in their camp is to not take the time to check the zero on their rifles. The airlines are notorious for throwing around gun cases, and it's absolutely imperative that you check out your rifle prior to your hunt. Now, after settling into our base camp, Pat and I loaded up our rifles and headed out to the makeshift shooting bench.
Ready?
Yeah. Say fire in the hole. Perfect. Dead center, perfect.
Dead center of the bullseye. Just a hair outside of the bull.
I pulled it too. I'm ready to go sheep hunting. Sheep hunting is rarely done from a base camp. Hunters can expect to spend the majority of their hunt in a remote spike camp. And these are typically way up high in the mountains, very remote. By hunting out of spike camps, we're able to stay closer to the sheep, and we get to spend a lot more time hunting and a lot less time packing in or hiking. All right, folks, what we're doing, we're loading up all of the saddles and panniers, and we're ferrying them across the lake here in the boat. Next, we're gonna swim all the horses over there. We're gonna saddle up, load up the pack animals. We're gonna start our ascent up to sheep camp. We've been kind of socked in here for the last few days. Finally got a break. Beautiful blue skies. The weather's perfect for a ride up there today. Our spirits are running pretty high, and I can hardly wait to get going. Horses seem to get taller. On to sheep camp. See if we can't get Pat Beckett his first Dall sheep. Now, the pack-in was a long one for sure, but the beautiful mountain scenery makes the trip very enjoyable. And the Yukon Territory is a beautiful place, and I enjoyed every minute of that long, arduous horseback ride. We've almost topped up on this mountain here. We've made a beautiful climb all the way up this valley, this drainage. We're up at the top of it right now. We're resting the horses before we drop over the top. Want to make sure we got our wits about us. There's a good grizzly dig down here. It was just from this morning or last night, it looks like. We could go over the top of this and you could just be right there. You could pop out here in the grass and willows anywhere. Just a reminder that anytime you're out here, anything can happen. So I'm gonna rest up the horses, get up over the top and start looking for some sheep. Now, sheep hunts are usually booked for 10 to 14 days for one really good reason: weather. And with winter approaching quickly, autumn in the mountains can bring on volatile weather that's very unpredictable. And unfortunately, Mother Nature had a few tricks up her sleeve for our sheep hunt. Now, on the ride in, we enjoyed beautiful bluebird skies, but that didn't last long. The next 7 days found us fogged in, low clouds, snow, rain, sleet, and we were unable to hunt or even see the mountaintops. We were just experiencing sheep hunting hell. We got up into sheep camp last night and kind of had some pretty high hopes because we had excellent visibility, nice skies, but it blew in last night, a lot of rain, cloud, low fog, just no visibility. All the mountains are socked in. We're kind of hoping it burns out before the evening hunt. We've been glassing some of the lower hills for grizzly, but we can't see up into the sheep country just quite yet. We're still pretty hopeful that before the end of the day we can get out and do a little bit of hunting, but it's just kind of the way it is. Sometimes when you go up into the high country to hunt, you just get socked in, you have to deal with weather, and every now and then you lose a few days to hunting. And that's why we book, 8 to 10 day hunting trips instead of, 4 and 5 day sheep hunts, because it takes a day to get to camp, and sometimes you lose a day or two to weather. But like I said, we're still pretty hopeful. Spirits are still pretty high around here, and we know that we're in some really good sheep country. There's a lot of rams in this area, and hopefully before the end of the day, or at least the end of the week, we'll be able to get into some sheep.
Mother Nature finally cooperates as the fog lifts off the mountains and big rams are spotted right after the break. Closed captioning provided by Global Outdoor Gear.
I'm the Kentucky Turtle Man. You're on watching Steve's Outdoor Adventures here on the Outdoor Channel. Live action. Check this out.
Now, thank God the 8th day of the hunt finally brought us some clear skies. And right from camp, we were able to start glassing that morning. And just a couple of miles away, on the nearest mountainside, we spotted a band of rams. And we were pretty sure that at least one of them was definitely a shooter. We spotted the rams this morning. Pat got up early and started glassing the hill up here and came back, and sure enough, the good ram from last night's bedded on a ledge up there on the face, and he's pretty accessible. Problem is he can see our camp from about a mile and a half away, so we've got to make our approach on foot. They're getting the horses ready to follow us up, hopefully once the deal's done. So we got to hurry up and beat feet. Our guides are already working their way up the valley. Let's go. And we decided to set out on foot up the valley floor, and we're able to reach the base of the mountain directly under the rams in a very short amount of time and without being detected. One's on the left. You have to get that that side. You're gonna have to get on that side.
He's high and to the left of them ones in the middle.
Up in the rocks on the
Oh,
left.
it's a monster ramp. It's gonna be awesome.
The one on the left
He's
or
the one
right?
on the left right now.
Yeah, oh, yeah, I see a good curl there.
The other, yeah, I can't shoot. The other one's right in the way.
Yeah.
The other one's blocking. He's on the right now. He's on the right side now. He's the one on the right or the other two?
Yeah, they switched. He's on the right.
Right next to the one that's facing to the left, he's facing to the right.
Correct. One facing left on the right.
Yeah, he's on the right, but he's facing left too.
Yeah.
Hey, shoot it for right at 500.
I got him.
Yeah, you got him?
Got him.
All right, let him have it.
Oh, cool.
Yes! Yes, you got your first Dall sheep, buddy.
Oh, man, Danny.
Danny boy. Good job. Good stop.
Oh, man. I can't believe that. That was straight up.
That's awesome.
Hey,
Oh, man.
527. 527 yards, uphill angle, shot it for 500 yards, and Burris ballistic plex. Put the 500 right on him. Wham! Don't fall down in the hole there. Everything's wobbly here.
Thank you again, Danny. Good job, man.
Thank you.
Folks, you can see Pat's taking a fantastic trophy here in the Yukon. It's been an amazing hunt. Our legendary guide, Danny Moore, has been able to find a perfect ram here for him. A bit steep, but you know, it's just been a phenomenal hunt. We've been weathered in for about 7 out of the last 9 days. We've been busting our butts up here in the fog, the wind, the rain, the sleet, the snow. We've seen everything except sunshine this week, and Pat made it all come true up here on the side of the hill. Kept asking him, are you going to be ready when the moment of truth arrives? We got below him in our stock. We were able to get to right at 527 yards from this ram. Lasered him up with the Burris laser scope because it's real powerful and it's easy to get a good, accurate reading. Pat shot his Burris ballistic plex 500-yard crosshair dead on. Boom, put him down. Only possible with the ballistic plex, in my opinion. And Pat, congratulations.
Thank you so much, Steve.
Phenomenal ram. Danny, thanks again.
Thank you, guys.
Danny Moore's a legend, folks. It's his 198th ram. He's been guiding hunters up here in Canada since the late 70s, and there isn't a stoner Dall sheep up here that doesn't go to sleep at night fearing that they're going to meet him the next day.
Don't touch that remote. We still have one more sheep tag to fill, and Steve West is up to the challenge. We'll be right back.
Today's show is brought to you by Stormcloth 2, Scope Coat, Corbon Ammunition, Global Outdoor Gear, Kershaw Knives, Mossy Oak, Montana Decoy Company, Tillamook Country Smoker, Exterminator, Direct TV, Burris Optics, and the new Eliminator Laser Scope.
With Pat Beckett tagged out, it was my turn to go after a ram. Unfortunately, we only had 2 hunting days left, and the weather had once again turned really bad, which cost me another day of hunting. But on the 10th and final day of the hunt, the weather finally broke, and the sheep hunting weather was absolutely perfect. Blue, sunny skies. The problem was we couldn't locate any rams. We looked in all the drainages. We rode a lot of miles, and we saw some beautiful country, but it seemed like a ram was just not in the cards for me on this hunt. With a 10-hour horseback ride ahead of us, we broke camp early and headed back to base camp. Now, I was all right with heading home without a ram. I knew we had done everything possible to be successful, but you just can't do anything about bad weather, and you can't fight Mother Nature. And that is when I got a gift from above. As we descended down the mountain pass into another valley, we spotted a band of rams above us on the mountainside. With Danny and Amber, they got out the spotting scope and set up while my cameraman and I hurried into position. Ryan, come on, you're up here, come on.
Steve, the third one from the back.
Third one from the back.
Yeah, not the lead one. The third one from the very left. Got him?
Got
You got him? Okay. Remember, just watch. See where he goes. You got him, I think. Right in the heart. Just a minute. Don't shoot.
Yep, I got him.
He's got another one in. No, he's down.
He's down. Yeah, just cartwheel.
He went down.
Yes! Yes!
Good job, good job.
Yes!
Awesome.
Yes! Last day, going in.
Right on.
Yes! Holy cow, he was going down.
He's gonna be right in the bottom.
He's gonna be in the bottom. 609 yards. Put the 600-yard crosshair right up here. Pow! First laser scope. He is gonna be right in the bottom. Look at that. Beautiful. Nice old ram. Thank you. Awesome job. Oh. Folks, if you've ever dreamed of coming on your own guided big game sheep hunting adventure, contact us at Steve's Outdoor Adventures. Our website and toll-free number will come up here at the end of the show. We'd be more than happy to book you on your own guided big game hunting adventure. Maybe you can even come up here and go sheep hunting with Danny and Amber. You guys, thank you.
Thank you, Steve.
It's been a grand adventure, and I can hardly wait to see you all next year. The old ram was 10 years old, and he was heavily broomed on one side. You know, without the benefit of using the Burris rifle scope with the ballistic plex reticle, I would have never been able to make the shot on that ram. The ability to shoot extended distances has allowed me to take more game and become a more efficient and successful hunter. If you'd like to book your own Dall sheep hunt or any other big game hunting adventure, give our office a call. The toll-free number and website address are listed on the screen. We're always available to take your calls and answer your questions. And be sure to check out our virtual catalog on the website that lists some of the best big game hunting and fishing outfitters and guides from across North America and around the world. Now, unfortunately, that's all the time we have for this week's show. But please tune in next week for another exciting episode of Steve's Outdoor Adventures. Ryan wants to jump in the camera. Come here. Hey, come here. Give me a little love. Give me a little love.